Someday maybe
all my dreams will be repaid.
Heck, I'd even play the maid
To be in a show.
Well, first of all, he was just a lovely human being, and it's always nice to like meet someone who not only is a director and a choreographer, but who still works as an actor and really understands what it's like to be on both sides of the table. And so getting the input of what it's like to go back and forth and what one is looking for from one project to another project while still keeping in mind like what it feels like to be an actor was very helpful and insightful.
A really good group of people, a lot of really good comic ability.
You know, this is your party, and you can be a very gracious host.
Funny, I wrote the same thing there.
I was like, that is awesome, and I'm going to use that just as a credo for the rest of my life.
It's always your party.
Yeah.
You're not crashing their party, it's your party.
I heard
That's
before
right.
the whole thing, I was saying, you know, it's your party, but being a gracious host, it's like, that was new, and I was like, that just clicked.
Good.
So I'm going to use that.
The size was great. The fact that we had, 7 people tonight,
Uh-huh.
didn't we? And that was really helpful. You got to spend time. So often you don't get to spend enough time, and time runs out, and 5 people didn't get to do their song. And it's really nice to be able to spend the time and say, let's break this down.
I found a lot of new life to material that I've done multiple times. Totally reworked my piece, which is awesome. Gave me a lot of really great pointers as far as where to take it and what to do with it to make it more mine and creating a better story. So that is always
Very
great.
detail oriented, which is very good.
And he really reminded us of the basics. Like either we had known it and forgotten it, or we didn't put 2 and 2 together. I mean, just like having your moment before, and using your words, and knowing the rhythm of the song and the rhythm of the comedy,
And the build of it,
And the
like
build of it.
the you know, beginning, middle, and end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm very confident in the material that I've worked on with you here, Josh.
And one of the things that he said that I wrote down was that you can bring humor to everything. And it's kind of something that I never thought about, and it sort of makes you want to go back and look at everything else that you have and see where you can place some humor.
Find the funny.
Yeah, find the
Yes, absolutely. And the irony, for
Yeah.
sure. Funny is hot, isn't it? Funny is sexy. Funny is
Humor
great.
works.
Oh God, just
Humor
love
works.
it.
Sad or funny song, a funny song even in sadness works.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
there
Good.
was another thing that I think both of you said, that there's the umbrella of the piece and the pace of the piece, and then there's the piece, the pace of the beats, and then there's the rhythm of the words inside the beats. And I just love all of that. Yeah.
And never to feel rushed by it. It just depends on how you pace it.
You can
Can discover it,
be paced by
yeah.
the beat, but within the beat, you've still got your rhythm that you can use. So if you need to slow it down, quote unquote, you can, but you're not slowing down the beat or
The overall pace. You can,
The
yes,
overall pace.
right.
Yes.
Very
It's nice
useful.
it was great to do the little sort of interview section at the top where we got to sort of sit down and schmooze a little bit.
Yeah.
They could ask me questions, and you asked me questions.
And one other thing that I thought was incredibly helpful was that he's actually an actor, a working actor himself, and so he completely gets everything that we're going through.
How do you see yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, I see myself as, a 20-year-old ingenue, and it's like, well, I know, guess what? You're not.
Right.
Because I've had trouble with that through my career. It's like, okay, now what am I now?
And what box do I fit?
Changes,
Yeah.
and what can I do? I know what I can do, and actors always feel they can do more. I feel I can do more. Well, guess what? Directors aren't going to see you that way.
Right. It's like we all learn from watching, we all learn from doing, which is such fun,
in a great